Okay. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Welcome to today's Japa inspiration. Today we have a mysterious title, Attention. Give your attention. I was hearing from a lecture from Haripashad Prabhu in his serial lecture that he has on the Shikshashtakam, and he was making a very good point. He was saying that we usually give attention to what is important to us. He was saying, for example, you walk in the forest, you might not give attention to every tree and every bushes because it's not so important for you unless you are a botanist or someone who really like trees. Or if you walk in the street and you will not pay attention of the brand of the cars that are passing by, even less to the number plate of just those things are not important, so you don't give any attention. So in the same way, we can actually really give attention to the holy name if we give him a place of importance. If we can feel that the holy name is something important, then we can it's easier to give the attention. Last Monday, we were hearing of Prabhupada in the initiation lecture. He was telling his disciples, like, when I come, you give me so much respect. So when the holy name comes, you should have the same attitude toward the holy name. I had a nice inspiration coming up in this same. It's like we can imagine that the mind is like a big room. And we are there in this big room, and all the thoughts are like people speaking, or people trying to speak to us, saying something. And in this room, there is also the holy name that we are chanting. And the idea is to make priority to the holy name, that we don't actually listen all those voices that are coming around and repeating themselves, but it's like we agree, okay, the holy name is present there. I can imagine you have a nice Vyasasan free, and you invite the holy name to come to the Vyasasan, and you take the decision, actually, I don't want to hear anymore all those chattering thoughts that are around, but I give really the priority to the holy name. So we give attention to a VIP, to a very important person, and today the VIP is the holy name, and we will try to give our full attention, remembering that if we consider the holy name important, it will be easier to give our attention to him.
Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Krishna. So today we want to give our attention. Attention, give your attention. Attention is also sometimes used like to be careful, to be attentive. Like sometimes we hear in the airport, attention please. Be aware. I don't know if we do it also in English, but in French, if someone is in a risk to fall or like this, we'll say attention, attention, attention. No, if it's no, not really in English. Okay. Anyway, then it might not work exactly like I was thinking in this inspiration. Gauranga Darshan Prabhu was saying in one lecture, he was giving a nice analogy that if we climb a ladder, as high as we go to the ladder, as more careful we should be to not fall, because as high we are, as dangerous it is. So in French, it could be attention, you are on the ladder, be careful. So in that sense, maybe in English it doesn't function so well, but the idea is that we try to be very careful now when we chant the holy name. We try to be attentive to the holy name, and we try to be careful or attentive in one sense to not lose the holy name. Like we can imagine we are on the high ladder, and only if we remember the holy name, we can remain connected to the ladder. If we forget the holy name, we fall down from the ladder. So attention, give your attention, attention, give your attention. So sorry if it doesn't fit so well with the English. With the French, it fits quite well. So you can picture the being on the ladder, and we have to stay with the holy name, otherwise we might fall from the ladder. The example is also that as more as we advance in spiritual life, as more as actually we should become careful, and especially in our sadhana, in our spiritual practice, to really be attentive. So as more as we progress, as more as actually we should develop this attentiveness to the chanting of the holy name, and to be present and stay with the holy name as long as we can. Hey, Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare. Hare Krishna. So the last step for today's inspiration is to give our attention. Very much in the world or in material consciousness, we take attention. We take attention and we try to be in the center of attention. But in spiritual consciousness, we remove ourselves from the center, and instead of taking attention, we give attention to the holy name. And this last step of giving our attention, we want to do it in a mood of surrender, because giving our attention is like giving ourselves, because we are where our attention is. So we'll try to continue chanting and give our attention to the holy name in a mood of we give our attention, we give ourselves to the holy name. And there is a beautiful prayer that says, my dear Lord, whatever I am and whatever I have, everything I offer it to your lotus feet. Whatever I am, whatever I have, I offer it to your lotus feet, and I am now exclusively yours. I do not belong to myself anymore. I'm exclusively yours. So we try to keep that prayer in the back, and we offer our attention, we offer ourselves to the holy name, and we offer the mantra and our attention, mainly our attention. Oh. Okay, Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you for joining this inspiration today. Hope it was helpful to some extent. And in any case, even if I'm too creative in my mind, the fact of just being together chanting is already very inspiring. So thank you for joining. Next Monday, we will not have the Japa inspiration. We have a big festival here in Golokadam, the Sangamela Festival. If you like, you can join us online, and we will meet in 2 weeks after the festival. So thank you for joining. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Harinam Prabhu ki jai.
Thank you so much, Babaji. Krishna.
Thank you so much.